my word. The quiet now without him. It's just so unreal.
Holding her newest grandbaby, born to a separate daughter, Lily Owens is left to grieve the loss of 3 other granddaughters and their mother, Briana Payne.
Oh, the babies were such joys. They were little tornadoes, absolute tornadoes. They would just level a place when they went through. You knew they had been there. And she went out of her way to help anybody, anytime, anywhere, whatever they needed. She was Johnny on the spot right there for them.
Briana Payne, a 27-year-old mother from Lake Station, Indiana, had an unparalleled love for her children, as her mother attested. Payne supported her family by working as a secretary for the parent-teacher organization and as a licensed caregiver. In an interview with TV station WLS in Gary, Indiana, Lily Owens, Payne's mother, described her daughter's unwavering loyalty. Briana was always there for anyone who needed her, no matter the time or place. She'd drop everything to lend a helping hand, Owens said, her voice filled with both pride and sorrow. According to Owens, Payne, who was raising 3 young daughters, had recently informed her husband of her desire to end their marriage. With tears in her eyes, Owens pleaded, "If you or someone you love is struggling with mental illness, please, I beg you, seek help. Don't let this tragedy be repeated. No one else should have to go through this pain." Authorities reported that on Friday, February 21st, 2025, the family of 5 was discovered shot to death in their home at a mobile home park in Lake Station, Indiana, in what police are calling a murder-suicide. Officers, armed with a search warrant, arrived at the residence around 2:45 p.m. to conduct a welfare check and made the grim discovery of 5 deceased individuals. The Lake County Coroner's Office identified the victims as Briana Payne, 27, and her daughters Alayna Payne, 4, Ava Payne, 6, and Aurorah Payne, 7. All 4 had succumbed to gunshot wounds, as confirmed by authorities. Among the deceased was also 31-year-old Robert Payne, whose death was ruled a suicide by the coroner. Catherine Presley, who had employed Payne at a childcare facility years earlier, revealed that they had lost contact after Payne's husband became a disruptive presence. He wanted to isolate her and the kids from anyone who tried to get close to them, Presley confided to WLS-TV. "We all saw the red flags, but we didn't know how to help." Neighbors at the mobile home park in Lake Station, Indiana, reported that the days preceding the family's tragic end were far from ordinary. They had been arguing a lot over the past few days, Sandy Goodman, a next-door neighbor, told CBS News. "I knew something was off because their cars hadn't moved, and they usually went out every day. Those little girls were always so full of life, happiness, and playfulness. They were truly wonderful," Goodman added, her voice trembling with emotion. Another neighbor, speaking to local TV station Fox 32, mentioned that while the family had occasional arguments, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. "We've heard them argue from time to time, but it never sounded like it was escalating. Plus, we haven't noticed any significant police presence here before," the neighbor stated, still in shock from the devastating news.
County Coroner's Office. Catherine Presley employed Bree at her childcare facility several years ago, and the 3 girls also attended there. Presley says the 2 parted ways in 2022, she says, because of Bree's relationship with her husband.
Anybody who would get close to her and the kids, he wanted to create isolation. We all knew that there were red flags.
Owens says just days before Bree was killed, she had told her husband she was planning to file for divorce.
Anybody suffering from mental illness, or if you have family members with mental illness, please get help. Please get help. Don't do this to anybody else.
Owens says if sharing their story saves even one family, it'll help give her daughter's life and her granddaughter's lives meaning.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.